So why is identity so important? This is the question that I wanted to put on the table today, because I believe it's something that we need to share with our children as early as maybe 13 years, even earlier is still good, because the idea is that they have to understand who they are, because the moment they understand who they are, it's easy for them to succeed. It's easy for them to sort of, open up to certain things, because at least and protect themselves again from certain things, because they understand who they are. And so before a learner can succeed both in life and in school, they must first at least understand who they are. The reason for this thing is because of it helps them to identify and recognize their strength, their interest, their learning abilities, their learning style, their study methods, and their preference in terms of studying, as well as their values, the things that are important to them. So it's very, very important that we introduce these things as early as grade 8 to our children, because otherwise they get frustrated because they don't know who they are. Low confidence, low motivation, and low self-esteem usually comes from the confusion of not knowing or not understanding who they are. Because remember, at that age, 13 years, maybe especially the teenagers, because this is the stage where they become curious with most of the things that are happening around them, and unfortunately we live in a world where there's too much negativity, and negative influence is just too much. So again, if you don't do anything about it, unfortunately, if I read the next and then how do they supposed to protect themselves against these things? So that's what I call life skills. Very, very important that we teach them about life skills, because now it's part of their identity, knowing themselves, knowing where they come from, so that they can understand and know where they are right now, and so that they can plan where they want to go. And with our assistance as Batswadi, I think this is very, very possible, so that at least we also help them, because it also affected their performance in school, their performance in life, because it's not easy for them to protect themselves against the negative influence that is happening out there. So it's important that we help them to rediscover their self-potential, make sure that they live with purpose, they understand what is purpose and why it is important, and also their self-image. How do they see themselves? If one is smart enough to win in school, because that image in a matter how they distracted to another one is internal self-talk. Remember, as human beings, we talk to ourselves. But if the negative self-talk dominated their brain, they keep on telling themselves negative stuff, and other people, when they talk to them, they take this thing serious. They end up believing negative things. They affect them both in school and in their personal life. Very, very important that you address those things. So limiting beliefs. Sometimes they've got beliefs they love in the other limit to do certain things, because it's happy. And then self-sabotage habits. The habits this is the power of assessment. This is the reason why I encourage Banababona to take these assessments. By the way, if you are interested in getting your child to be assessed, I have a program that is called Learner Success Accelerator Program, which is designed specifically for high school learners. So the first part that we do there, we start by the assessment. We assess their values, their interests, we assess their learning style, and their method of studying, so that at least we know how they are. And then basically, and the most important one is their preference in terms of learning. How do they learn? How do they prefer to learn based on their five senses? Their model of the world. How do they see the world? How do they communicate with the outside world? Very, very important. So that is the assessment that we do here at Light Faith Academy. Right. So if you are interested, you can simply DM me, or maybe you can WhatsApp me. Otherwise, you can go to my website www.lightfaithacademy.com, and then you can maybe get some information there, or you can send me your WhatsApp directly. I'll be able to talk to you about this thing, about this assessment thing. Alright, and if you got value from this video, please share it with your peers, your other parents, with your child, so that at least they understand why these things are so important. And then I've got other videos, of course. You're welcome to go and watch other videos where I talk about these things, personal development in general. Alright, thanks. Until I see you on another video. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please remember to like and subscribe this video, so that at least every time I release a video, at least you get notified, because I don't usually release these videos a lot, as often as I want to, but at least every time I release one, then you are the first to know, or you are among the people to know. Right, until I see you on another video, Pheello Ntuka. Let's keep on lighting that path, so that we give them the path to right. Until I see you on another video. Cheers.